Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at some low cap assets that I've been loading up over the course of the last few weeks really. I mean, I've bought all these assets previously, sold some, took some profit, and now I'm looking to reback in. Some assets have made some decent pullbacks, and that is just an opportunity. There's been a lot of rugs in low caps recently, especially with the rise of meme coins. We've had PEP, which has gone absolutely berserk, but tied in with that, there's been shitloads of rugs, and I've been a victim to them myself. I bought into that Optig, which was that cat girl. That just ended up being a shit show. Vapor, that being a shit show. So never put too much into some of these assets. If you've got no team on offer, if you don't know anything about them. But three assets I'm going to show you here, which I believe personally, I've got solid fundamentals. We'll mainly look at TA today, and I think we'll look at the fundamentals in another video. But I think some of these assets, I've got a good opportunity of performing well over the course of the next, I don't know, 6 to 18 months. So let's take a look at them straight away. And this is the first one. This is SOV. This is Shiba, the original version. Original version meaning it's this team that built SHIB from the beginning. I missed out on SHIB. I missed out on Doge. I missed out on a lot of things. But for me, this is an asset which I think has a real good chance to progress well into the next cycle. A couple of things to note about SOV. 80% of the supply initially was allocated to airdrops. Those airdrops were supposedly for SHIB holders who made a transaction within that last 6 month period prior to SHIB SOV going live. Hardly any got claimed, so they did around a 79.8% supply burn, which brought the supply down drastically. None of the holders got diluted. The holders who bought prior to now, or prior to that airdrop should I say, are in a really good position. On the rise, I didn't buy it instantly. I bought it a few hours after the rise. I think it pushed up, it came back down, and then I bought in, and I took some profit on that way up. It took me initial out, and now I've just started to accumulate a little bit more. This is an asset which has gone really, really well out of the blocks. It's got a lot of backers. Karma DAO incubated, or should I say incubated is not the word, but it's within Karma DAO's realms. It's an asset which I think could be a really strong meme coin going forward into the future. With that SHIB team behind it, they have a vision the same as SHIB, which they can push out, and hopefully we do start to see a good bit of bullish sentiment from this. Like I say, it's an asset I've started to buy down here. We're actually in a nice area now. If you look at the tops here, the lows there, and then we're just wicked into that area. I mean, you could drag it up and catch those bottoms. You could say that is the liquidity area where people are looking to buy. On the way up here, and on the way up here, obviously given the way down, there would have been sales as well, but on the way up here, there was some massive buys. I'm talking 50, 80, $100,000 buys. People on the inside who know Karma DAO, who know this team, really believe that this project can do well, and I'm with them. I think it's a solid asset that can do well in the meme sector. It's not had a massive performance so far. It has been an unbelievable launch, and if you got it down here, you are in a huge bit of profit, but I think there's a long way to go for it. So if you're looking to buy, I think it's at that region now. I mean, if you're looking at a price, I'm not going to read out those numbers. It's currently at 0.0 with 6 zeros, 1971. I've started to buy around here, just a couple of cents short of a mat, or a couple of points short of a mat, and I'm looking to, I mean, if it comes lower, if it comes below that 1312 region, then I will buy. The market cap is currently $20 million, which is insanely low. And you know what SHIB's done? It's gone 6, 7, I don't know how many billions. It's gone ridiculously high, and this for me, I don't think it'll do those numbers, but I think there's at least a good chance of it doing a $500 million push. So just work that out yourself. There's some big gains to be made from this. As you can see, another buy just come here, 5.4 ETH, 50 billion tokens. These buys will just keep coming in and coming in. Obviously, you're going to get dips and use those dips to your advantage, but for me, I think it's a good area to buy. We touched on that support. And if you look at that trend there, we have hit that trend support nicely. So there's a good chance we bounce up and down here before we get any move, and it could be a few months. It could be towards the end of the year. We could also come back down, retest, and then come back up. For me, personally, it's a good time to buy at a $20 million market cap. So that's the first one. The next asset, which I think is still flying under the radar, and this has a unique concept. We do know that the AI narrative has been in the headlines recently. We get these narratives in crypto, some come, some go. Same with the metaverse last year, or previous year. Yeah, 2021, wasn't it? Some exponential growth there in that bull market. AI sector has not seen anything in a bull market yet. This is an AI, so this is called Podfast. This basically turns long form content into short form content. I do believe there's an application coming out within the next few months which individuals will be able to use, and it will cut, I don't know, a 50-minute interview with Michael Saylor down to a couple of minutes, either a text summary, a video summary, or just in text itself. So for me, that's a great product. I'm the CEO, he's a founder of, is it Trust Token? He's got a few assets on the go, and he is, honestly, he's doing really well with his project. It's got a good base so far. He's just lost that level of support, which I talked about on my Twitter the other day. I said, look, I'm starting to buy here, and now it's come below my buying zone. So all I'll do now is just start DCAing down. If you're looking for some buys on this, then we'll just put a bit of a line on here. This is an area where I would consider buying, down at 75 cents, which is, if you look at that, it's a nice support region all the way through there. Rejected many times, rejected. And then below that, I'm going to probably look at this region around here. If it did, I do not see it coming down to 60 cents, but you never know what this market gives us. So there are two levels where I would consider. I'm not going to give any price predictions or price targets because I do think that this asset will do really well. Market cap is currently at $7.8 million, which is insanely low. People bang on about it on Twitter, 100x assets. I don't like to say that because I think a lot of people give false judgments of assets, saying, oh, 100x this. But I think it's got a real good shot of pushing up in line with some other AI assets. And this has already been shared by Michael Saylor on his Twitter. He shared one of Podfast's pieces of work when it condensed that interview down. So I think investing in an asset at $7-8 million, the risk to reward ratio is massive, and that's why I'm talking about this asset. I believe that the fundamentals are there, and I believe that the price will follow the fundamentals at some stage within this next, like I say, 6 to 8 month period. And then one final asset, which is Optimus. Every man and his dog's been talking about this. I had a massive rise. Actually, Martaverse, she told me about this back in January, I think it was. Was it January when it launched? Yeah, she told me about this, and I just snubbed it. I thought, I'm not getting into his shitty meme plays when the market's only just started bouncing. It had a massive bounce in February, pulled back, and then look at that rise it had from March all the way up to those all-time highs up at around 62 cents. Yep, you can't buy them all, and I did miss this one. I've actually bought some now. I bought some down here somewhere, and I've actually just recently bought some more. It's currently market cap wise, what is it now on the right hand side here? $27 million. This, in my opinion, another meme asset, but it's got so much work going in behind the scenes. This is the range you'll need to look at now. The highs up there, the lows there, and this is area where it is range bounding. There's nothing to say this can't go up and down now for another 6-7 months before any type of breakout. If you're looking down here, the same happened here. It wasn't a longer period, but if you're looking from there, from February all the way till March, it had a good 4 weeks of consolidation. This has been in March to April, that's another 4 weeks. So we may range bound for a while longer, but ultimately, this is going to go up. It's an asset which, like I say, I've got quite big hopes for it, along with the other two assets which I think can do really well, especially Sov and Optimus in the meme sector. If Elon even mentions anything about Optimus robots, which he named, then this will moon, and he's building it, so it will get mentioned several times in the future. A risky play? Yes, maybe so, but I mean, that's crypto for you. For me, you should at least have a small percentage of your portfolio allocated to low caps, and those are some projects which I personally am holding. And I'm not going to say you should buy them, but at least do some research. I mean, I think this person is a good level now at 30 cents. I bought there. And if you're looking for an area to buy, I think it's a good opportunity. We could also drop back down here to 25 cents for these wicks, so just be aware of that. If any big sellers come in and that cascades like it has done here, I think personally this is just being held back at these regions. I think it's just getting pulled back, and then somebody's accumulating these levels, and then eventually trigger will get pulled and it'll push back up. But yeah, that's my thoughts on 3 low cap assets. Personally, I think that I've disappeared. I think that it's totally your decision what you do in terms of buying assets. But let's say 3 assets I do like. One final thing before I finish this video. I started a new venture. I've been doing a lot of day trading recently. Me and myself, a co-founder, found a group called the Trading Lounge, which is basically trading setups. We don't trade every day, but we try to put as much education in there as we can. And if you're looking to join that, all you have to do, there's no fee, nothing involved. It's a private group. You just have to sign up to OKEX with a link in the description, and then drop me a message on Telegram. You'll find my Telegram in the description of this video too. If you're into trading or wanting to get into trading, come and join us. There's a few cracking traders in my group, all with bags of experience. So that's it. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.